Hi, I need your help. There's two things that I want to address in this video today. The first being, I started a Patreon, but that's not exactly why I need your help. But it is related. Let me explain. I started a Patreon, and there you will see some tiers, two of which are devoted to supporting my videos. One, you'll get behind the scenes stuff, live streams, free digital maps, plus you'll get all my video content ad-free on there. While you're there, you will see a third tier, and that one will pose some questions. And it's also where I need help. Now, I'm not asking you to sign up for that tier. I have decided, God, I'm so nervous about this. I'm like about to commit to something really big that could be, I don't know, it could be a huge disappointment or it could be something fabulous and amazing, but most likely it's going to be a huge disappointment, isn't it? I'm making a quarterly magazine. It's going to be called Everyday Dragons, and it's not going to be what you think. I want a magazine that highlights all the other things about tabletop games that we love about like the tabletop RPG realm, okay? Not just the adventure modules, not just the items and the monsters and all the various resources that are mostly tailored to D&D 5e. I want to think bigger than that, but still niche. I want it to be a collaboration between all the various small creators and businesses out there that kind of make this hobby what it is. I want this magazine to have an adventure idea or two, you know, monsters, items, some settings, blah, blah. But I also wanted to have, you know, reviews of up and coming tabletop games, handmade goods and products from people who sell those crafts on Etsy or at fairs, or they're just small businesses, nerdy gear like housewares and t-shirts and dice and minis. I want tutorials for mini painting or Foundry, or tips for running certain game settings, or a short story or two, or, you know, artwork and character builds, maps. I literally just want it all in the form of a magazine that I deliver to you. But I want all of it to be kind of a collaboration between a whole bunch of small creators. I want to offer it in a PDF form because there's a subset of people who believe print medium is dead. It's not. Example A, my whole entire other business. Example B, this business right here. Example C, like, it's not completely dead. I'm sure magazines haven't changed much, and that's why some have gone away. But it's not completely dead. But I will offer just a PDF form version that I want to be hyperlinked. If possible, I want to add a tier on so that we can add anything that could be added in a virtual tabletop realm, make that stuff fully accessible and integratable with Foundry. But that's a stretch. That's a I need to hire help to get to that point. But that is the ideal goal. I also want to offer an actual print version. I miss magazines. I don't know. This is not on script at all. I absolutely loved getting magazines when I was a kid, like Nintendo Power and, you know, PC Gamer and like most of them gaming. All of those. And I kind of feel like I'm not the only one. So I want to offer a print version, which will be a separate tier. Once I get the pricing, I need a few more quotes, though my usual guy is probably the one I'm going to go with because he knows I'm a paper snob and he sent me the best matte feeling covers for these things. Regardless, I need your help. I cannot possibly make all of this stuff by myself. I'm a micro business owner. I run this channel. I'm a mom. It's just not possible for me to do all of this stuff by myself. So that's kind of where you guys come in, because I don't have an audience already. I didn't start a Kickstarter. I didn't build the audience before announcing that I'm doing this idea. So I can't guarantee sales. So I can't sell ad space. So not to mention, I want small creators and small businesses to take part of this. And as a small creator myself, I know that sometimes as a small business, you just don't have the ability or the ad spend to devote to something that isn't guaranteed. And obviously this isn't guaranteed. That's where you guys come in. I want you, dear subscribers, to go out into the world, take this video, package it up, and send it to as many people you think would be interested in this, and send them this email, submit@everydaydragons.com. Yes, it's a mouthful, and no, there is not a website yet because mama don't got time. And I want you to hand deliver this package, video and this, to them. Anyone who would be interested in submitting for free content into this magazine. I wish I could pay people, but right now this entire project is literally coming out of my pockets. I have had this idea for like 2+ years. I've been going back and forth on it for that entire amount of time. And I finally just am like, you know what? The only thing I can do, the only way I'm going to know if this is going to work is if I just do it. Actually, my husband told me that. And this is the second time in my life he has told me that. The first time being right before I started Cantrips Media as a business, and I devoted my entire time to that. This is a little bit different because I don't have just my entire time to devote to one thing. That's where you guys come in. So the creators I'm looking for, these are just examples. This is not an all-encompassing list. You pitch an idea to me and we will make it work in the magazine. But these are the kinds of people I personally am going to be reaching out to. So other YouTube creators, small businesses like dice makers, small Etsy creators. You know, there's someone who even makes like stained glass D20s. You know, there's like a whole bunch of people who make, you know, adjacent stuff that's still pretty cool that I would love to show off. Adventure creators, obviously, authors, artists in particular, both for character art, because I can't draw people worth crap, and also just, you know, fantasy, sci-fi, landscapes in general, Foundry module creators, paid GMs who might want to talk about games they run, I don't know, or any kind of GM who might have a story they wish to share. I've got some new tabletop RPG project people I'm going to be reaching out to, like things that have either been around for a while or things that you know are coming out that might benefit from a small boost. Hopefully it's a small boost. There's really no creator too small, I think, for this one, but I don't want it to be just a list of things people can buy. So I want to give something back to the community and the people reading, and I want them to read it and come away with something. I want people who also have, you know, insight into things, who are experts, like into painting minis, because I can't paint a mini worth crap, running games at cons, or, you know, whatever else that could be turned into a tutorial or an interview. Like, let's do it. Okay. Whew, so nervous. What if this all goes wrong? I don't know. Some questions you might have for me that I thought of while I was writing this, and I thought, you know, I should explain. Why aren't you doing a Kickstarter? I, for one, am super tired of kickstarting things. I feel like every tabletop thing under the sun is on there and kickstarting, and even if I did kickstart, I think it would just get lost in the shuffle of everything else on there. And I'm not asking you for money. I'm not asking you to go to my Patreon and do the tier. I'm not asking for that. I want the finished product in my hands to show you before I ask for your money. That's how my other business runs as well. I have a physical product. You see it, you look at it, you touch it, you can play with it, and then you're like, oh, this is definitely worth the money. That's what I want. And so I'm willing to put both the upfront time and the upfront costs from my pockets into this, especially for the first year. That said, that also means anyone contributing won't get paid because I'm not necessarily getting paid. I am not even asking for ad dollars in this one. Honestly, it's a collaboration. And if after the first year things change and we have a bunch of subscribers or something, obviously that would change. But at the moment, I got nothing. So I'm putting it in and I'm hoping we get even a little bit out. Even if it's just, I enjoy making it. I will definitely do my best, though, to get this magazine out there into people's hands. And so your name and your work will hopefully, if you choose to assist me in this quest, will get out there. I want to release Everyday Dragons in January of 2025. Why quarterly? Because I have this incredibly terrible feeling that I will be the one doing everything and writing everything in this magazine. And if I have to do 1000% of the work myself, that means I need time to do it. Now, that said, if for some crazy reason I get 1 million people, okay, that's way too many, but I get a lot of feedback, I get a lot of help, I get people, sending me a lot of things and want to do that regularly, and, I have a lot of material, then I can do, a monthly or like more often bi-monthly, that was the words, bi-monthly setup for it. Right now, it's just me. And, a couple people I think will assist in like editing. I will probably be able to coerce my sister into doing some artwork for me. I can pull some strings, but it's really just going to be me at the moment. Are you crazy? Are you a crazy, insane workaholic? Yes. Please send this and the email address. I think I'll just keep it on the screen the entire video so you can send it to people. Anyone you think is interested. Worst thing that can happen is that they tell me no, and I publish one issue and it all fizzles out and I realize it was a horrible mistake. But I want this to work, so I'm going to try at least for a couple issues. I would love it if other people in the community would collaborate and join in with me. I hope that's you if you're watching this. You can also drop comments, questions down below, and I will see you guys in the next video, hopefully with some good news, right? I don't know. Oh, God. Okay, bye.